I think our clinical service is different to others in the industry in terms of how broad it is. So I think how diverse our service is. So we have a lot of different professionals within our clinical team, which I think is really valuable.
It's a multidisciplinary team. We're able to look at different elements of what a child or student may need, and we're able to be really personalised about what support is best for them and what we can do personally and tailor it to that specific child.
We've got quite a lot of talent and quite a lot of different specialties. So we've got a play therapist, we've got an art therapist, we've got a counsellor within the team, our speech and language therapists, and then we've got some assistant psychologists as well. So we've got a really nice diverse team to look at meeting our children's needs holistically.
So I think we've seen some really positive impact of direct therapy work with the children. So we've seen children really improve on the targets that we've set them.
We have a great working relationship with everybody in the clinical team.
So we have therapists coming in and speaking to us about, not telling us exactly what's happened in therapy, but just speaking to us about how we can then help those kids in our everyday and what they're battling with.
I think it's an exciting time for the clinical service. We are following all the guidance from the National Institute of Clinical Excellence in terms of the therapies that should be on offer for children who have experienced developmental trauma and who are currently in care.
We have our clinical input as well, which we're really lucky to have. We have it here, head office in Riverbank. They work closely with us in how we can adapt further if needs be.
Absolutely brilliant. Any problems, anything I'm not sure about, especially teaching the social emotional, I can go upstairs and go, "Oh, what do you think of this?" Run an idea by them. And the support, and it supports me, because you do have that lack of confidence sometimes. You do have that, "Oh, am I doing this right?" And you can go speak to someone and it's like, yeah, and you know what, you're doing fantastic, you're doing brilliant, and we have that here, which is really good.
There's always that kind of checking in and, being supportive. At the end of the day, we're all here for one goal, and we just want that. We have a duty of care to the children, and that one common goal is just to make sure that the children are happy going forward. They're experiencing things that they might not be able to experience elsewhere.
So one of the things we do is when I've done an assessment with a child is we share those findings with those teams in the format of a report. So everything that I find about the child's speech and language profile goes into that report, and there'll be strategies and recommendations for either the carers or the school staff within that.
I do think it's his clinical team. I do think it's the fact that we have his care teams, we have the managers, we have everybody who communicate. And if we don't communicate here, we're not going to be able to support the children that we have. Yeah, we have communication with parents as well, which is absolutely brilliant. But we've got to have it between us clinical, between us managers, between us care staff, between teaching staff as well.
So once they've offload, you can tell that they feel much lighter. And then after that, they would probably come to you and mention what's happened in therapy, which is nice. And it's nice that they can share those sensitive things with you. That's trust. And, these kids don't often trust you straight away. Got to build that.
I'm Janet Lum, and I'm the CEO and founder of Time Out Children's Homes. Our mission statement at Time Out Children's Homes is an organisation can never be a true parent. However, it can apply the values and principles of good parenting. Our aim is to achieve this through promoting an awareness of a young person's perspective, and by never losing sight within the big picture of the small actions that make a real difference to young children's daily lives.